Alright, welcome back. Welcome back. We are still playing Vampyr. Let me just get my phone plugged up. We'll get back to the action. Overlay's still being really weird with this game, and I don't know why. It seemed to work the first time I played this game, so I don't know if it's a recent update to the game or a recent update to the overlay. But regardless, it doesn't like to use it, so I probably won't be able to respond to in-game chat by actually texting, so you'll just have to hear my response here. Alright, we are going to make a decision based on... I need to go that way. Or do I need to go that way? Do I not have objectives? Hideout. What's this? Merchants. Whitechapel. What's this? Another hideout. Huh, the map's not that big. Interestingly enough. What was that? Prowess. Medical bog. Investigations. Search for thorough Strickland's order. Find out the cause of death. Find out who is spying on Thelma. Where does that want me to go? Up there. Okay, what about that one? Oh, let's just explore a bit. Are you fracking kidding me? I know right where I'm at. I'm not really an appropriate level to be fighting these guys, I don't think. 16 and 14, yeah. We'll choose not to attack them because I don't think I'm a high enough level for this. Honest to God. Limehouse locked. District status stable. Digby! I should probably know something about that. He's already tried to find a job so he could quit the Wet Boot Boys. Okay, so he's a gang member. Where was he? Booth Digby. I've not seen the guy, but it wants to show me his face. That's interesting. Digby.
In the meantime, the boys are waiting for our... well, for your orders.
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
I saw many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Things ain't that bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina that guns are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
Maybe in love with Edwina Cox, but she is the true leader of the gang. Okay. I think that's her right there. He just said you're lucky she can't hear you right now.
I know you're looking for an honest job, Booth. You're tired of this criminal life, aren't you?
It's just an idea. Edwina loves to run things so much. You can never really leave the gang. Wet boys for life, you know.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
Got no idea
Let me
what
guess.
you're dealing with.
Edwina.
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor. From the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss...
Miss Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
I am not at all interested.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
Recently killed a man in retaliation. Yes, that doesn't surprise me. These ones will be drained, for sure. Time to clear up the criminal underworld.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll go kill them all. They won't be looting anymore.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
Ouch.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
I'm not that easily shocked. Is that the soft heart? I think you manipulated it.
I believe you manipulated Booth Digby to get everything you wanted from him, both inside and outside the bedroom.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Edwina suspects Booth Digby to be unfaithful. Interesting.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the Wet Boot Boys, Doctor. This is our territory,
Not
and
for
this
long.
is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
That seems like a sex joke. Oh, my coin. Taking all my coin. You damn woman. Please, hatchet. Mr.
We're at
Digby.
the wet boots keeping things
You
straight
again.
as
What do you
possible.
want?
Oh, just gonna bring up some new stuff while I've got you over here.
Tell me about the man you killed, Booth. What happened?
One of us had been killed, so we had to retaliate. That's the whole story.
There has to be more to it than that.
No, really, one of us got killed, so the killer had to die. That's how things have always been done round here. No one gives a shit.
Are you so heartless that you can pull the trigger and kill someone without even blinking?
Have you looked around recently? Do you really think one more body will make a difference?
Do you know Edwina suspects you to be unfaithful?
Edwina's the one who asked to be called Mrs. Cox, even though Clay hadn't touched her for such a long time.
You have not answered my question.
She's a passionate woman. I've no doubt she'll shoot me down if I ever betray her, but that's not going to happen. I love her as she is.
Goodbye, Mr. Digby.
The games, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Foolish girl and her pre-principal. No idea.
Dyson. Mr. Delaney.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
Take this, then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am, Doc.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly, so joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then. Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Another time, Pat.
No.
No.
Let me tell...
All right. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn streetlight.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Is
How dare...
Why?
Cynicism.
Goodbye.
We got some various peoples.
To every night, a darkness. And every dawn, another
Hello,
day.
boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
I mean, look at my
No,
eyes.
it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Anemia. I see. Well, that's gonna affect you a little. I'll have to get you a treatment for anemia.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough.
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
So long, Rufus. Be careful.
Rufus views Stella Fishburne as a mother. Anemia. Stella is like a mother to Rufus Kingsbury. Unknown health status. So he's got that anemia. He's recovering. You've got a headache. So I need a treatment for anemia and a headache.
Take care.
A wave of bitter regret.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
Seymour. You've got a cold. God damn, everybody here is sick.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Someone in
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
No, hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Give me 1 second. Sorry, hate to do this, but okay. Back. Sorry. Okay.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
Okay.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. That's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just want her to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne. Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
Oh, what? I have to mesmerize my way into your house?
I'll leave you then. Good night.
Interesting. If not a little unusual. Have I discovered a hideout in this area? I have. What's the zoom? Custom lock. Turquoise turtle. So we need a treatment for anemia. We need a treatment for a cold. I think we need a treatment for one of these other ones too. How many of these do I have? Can we get another one of these? Should also upgrade my surgical hacksaw. Common hacksaw. A surgical hacksaw, able to cut through bone. Increase damage dealt from 75 to 82. Or absorb 2.5 blood points when this weapon hits. That could be very helpful. What takes level 3? Common handle parts and lead plates. I'm gonna have to be gathering for a bit for that, but that's fine. Common bobbed cudgel. The common least knife. That requires tiny common handle parts and lead sticks. Could upgrade my common stake to do 15 stun instead of 10. Problem is, it still costs stamina. Oh, and this doesn't go any higher than level 2. So there's no real point in upgrading a used stake. Like the Liston knife at least can go up to level 5. Cold. Anemia. Headache. I don't have a headache, I don't think yet. Yeah. Use it to cure a sick citizen during dialogue. Yeah, I don't have that yet. That's fine because that's for Oswald Thatcher, and he's not back yet, so I can get that later. So I can go ahead and cure Seymour and Rufus right now. Could also evolve. That'd be worth it to evolve. No telling. I don't think I need. I think I need 2,000 though to get my next upgrade to my claws, which does more damage for less energy. Edwina. She's healthy. Dyson to 90. Mr. Watts.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
There's gotta be something.
Evening.
Well, I never. That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You'd best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
I'm hardly afraid. Sabrina believes the docks are dangerous and feels unsafe there.
I have nothing to fear from the people round here, miss.
Yeah, I'm a brave woman myself, Dr. Reed, but I'd be a fool to think I'm invincible.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colourful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
So this bar is neutral territory then?
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the colour of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
I love Tom. Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Okay.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to kill a brother as to solve one.
Southwalk. Past the quarantine line. The Weston Docks. That's reasonable. We might go to do that. Let me see if I can find. Well, there's Miss Fishburne. Maybe Seymour and what's his name are around here. Rufus.
Evening, Rufus.
Evening, Mr. Reed.
Do you need help?
A real doctor caring about me. That's a first. I feel like a real person.
A real doctor treats everyone the same, Rufus.
I don't know what to say. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So long, Rufus. Be careful. Take care.
Now I need to find Seymour.
It's locked, all right.
Mr. Fishburne, I have exactly what you need.
Good
for
evening,
when
Mr. Fishburne.
Yeah.
Do you require medical assistance?
That's something I didn't expect to hear again. A doctor concerned with the health of his patients. Yeah. I could use some help. On several matters, in fact.
I don't know which kind of doctor you're used to dealing with, but it's a doctor's purpose to heal people.
And is it your purpose as well, Mr. Reed? I would say it's a convenient way for gaining people's trust.
Goodbye, Mr. Fishburne.
Much experience. Such wow. I am picking up hideouts though.
This is bad.
Mr. Fishburne, who is doing much better now that he's healed. Dyson. Mr. Delaney.
Right, these parts will be running completely amok.
Still not enough experience, unfortunately. But I think I know how I can fix that. It does concern me that I can see red through the walls. Blood. I can sense it, but not who it belongs to. Popna Fabok. Not have that equipped real quick if we can help it. That's for the tougher enemies. We'll use our liston knife. Get the fuck off me. What the fuck is up with you?
This is Braille. I need someone who can read this.
Cure for blindness. They're gonna fucking murder me. There's no fucking way. A 16, a 16, and a 19, I would die for sure. Like, I'm fucking bold, but that's just crazy. Even I can't do that. I mean, if that's expected of me, then I'm sorry, but you're gonna die. I mean, there's being brave, and then there's being suicidal. You're a vampire hunter, though, I'm pretty sure, so... Why can't you be killing the ones that are actually too tough for me, you little shit? Shillings. I mean, I'm fucking crazy. I'm bold, but that's just gonna murder me. The ones that can duplicate and move fast are, like, unstoppable. What is this? Endangered citizen. Yeah, if I don't fucking deal with him, I'm pretty sure he's gonna die. And that's annoying. Because I don't want him to die. And I feel like it's because I saw him. But I'm gonna die for sure. There's no way I survive an encounter with them. Even if I fucking equip my... my shotgun. Fucking, I guess we're gonna do it though.
What are you people, huh? Come on! And I will show you how a wet boot's done. You won't get me here! Get out! Get away!
Fucking hell! I wasn't doing that bad, actually, though, is part of the problem. I was doing really good, actually. I bet I can still save him. That was doable. Where is he? Yeah, I don't know. We'll come back to you guys later, but I think I can save that guy. Fuck, it's a vampire.
This is no place for you, sir. Leech fire! Eat this!
Save this guy. Fuck. That really sucks. I had hoped that they wouldn't hear me. Fuck. I really need y'all to stop fucking doing that. That was a bold move on my part. Fucking thought I got far enough away. So you can take on people tougher than you. You just have to really be careful with your strategy. Combat can be clunky at best.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing in a place like this?
I'm not sure that's any of your business.
I hope you realize that staying here will put your life at great risk.
Bah! I'm not afraid of these guards of Priwen, or whatever these thugs call themselves. I can still kick some respect into those youngsters.
I wasn't specifically referring to them, but are you really after these men? Why?
They took my boy! I've had no news since he joined that crazy gang. So I decided to come and find him myself, to get some answers.
I see. But as I said, your life is at risk if you stay here. And I'm not referring to the gangs either. You should leave, sir.
Well, this part of town used to be nicer, let's say. Perhaps you're right. This isn't the best way to save Andrew.
Yep. You're healthy, and I cannot mesmerize you. Archer Woodbead, goodbye. I have saved your life, at great risk to my own. See, I feel like I'm not any more likely to win this time, but I also got my ass stomped real easy, so maybe if I take it seriously this time and not think that they'll be easy to beat, it'll be fine. We'll find out. Death is not the end of my story, though, so there's that at least. The dazed skull. Yes, you were the one that is the problem. Are y'all Priwen? Not this time. If I best these, I will be back for you. See, the problem is he's actually a named skull, and that makes a huge difference. Well, fuck. Alright, one-on-one. Can we do this? That's right. Once you master combat in this, you're apparently very good. And I have somewhat mastered combat in this, which is kind of great. Because I hadn't mastered it before. H.G. Griffin, you are dead. So much for the medical supplies. Dr. Thoreau Strickland, Pembroke Hospital, list of substances and ingredients. Opium, sodium hydrochloride, potassium permanganate.
Opium is one of the main ingredients of Strickland's medication. Never a good move.
That is true. Sorry, pardon my brief interruption. Truth. Alright, what's next? That needs to go back to the hospital. This needs me to figure out cause of death for something involving them. Wrong target. Find out who's spying on Thelma. What about here? Come up with the grave diggers. Yes, let's go deal with them. Everybody's recovering. I love it. No more sickos. Dorothy Crane. Dyson Delaney. Yes, the Boot Boys. I could take them out and make the entire neighborhood better, but they're a 4 and a 5, respectively, on the Mesmer level. Could take out good old Dyson, but I don't have any beef with him. I could feed on my patience, but that would be ill-advised. Huh. Then there's also Mr. Blight and Mr. Thatcher, whom I could have dealt with immediately, but 350 is not worth murdering somebody over. More Vampyr! Absolutely. This is fun. I did think about playing, like, Destiny instead, but, I'm not putting off Batman, I promise. I just started this and I feel like I should finish it while it's still fresh. I'm real bad about I'll start something and not finish it, and I don't want to do that. Yeah, I told you I gave it to you. Where does this want me to go? Oh, Southwark. Ugh, Southwark's like far. I think that's where I started the game too. I gotta. Ugh. Okay, whatever. I'm low on blood. Might need to kill somebody. Or find a rat or something. That's like you entering a non-hostile area. Oh, no, you should eat some food. That's not good for you. We're gonna bleed you dry, buddy. I mean, if he's got money for that, then yeah, but... Prey on the weak. Uh-oh. Nope, get away. away. Stab. Ah! Gotta stab that. Get off me, you piece of shit! Get back into your corner, you little shit. Oh boy. You appear to... Fuck. You appear to have friends. You little shit. Die, you little shit. Yeah, that is the downside of Sunday, is that while it is a fun day, it leads into a non-fun day. Ooh, okay. Oh. So no. Gotta walk right through the freaking gate, huh? Out of here. Get off me, you little shit. Looks familiar. Oh, they really cleaned this place up after I was in here. Really tidied it up, actually. This is a real shithole before. Can I... Yes. Explore the upper levels. So yeah, that's the thing. There are enemy vampires who... Can I teleport over there? But I can. There are enemy vampires and they're called skulls, but the skulls are kind of like crazy. So they don't have like thoughts like a regular vampire. They're like lower species. I mean, I don't know about that. Where am I meant to be going? Up that way. Okay. In a sense, I suppose. It's like a lot more violent and somewhat different game, but I get what you're saying. Oh, there's Pruins here. We're about to fuck your day up, aren't we? I could use some blood, sir. I don't know how you didn't see me, but I'm not gonna question it. Ow! I was clearly a decent distance away.
Back in the grave,
Also, I've been finding bullets, it would seem. Oh, I've been finding gun parts too. Let's see if we can upgrade anything. I don't want to waste any of that stuff right now. Not enough for that. Can I upgrade my listed knife, which I like a lot, by the way. I cannot. I need more lead sticks. That would frickin' be awesome, but I should probably start finding ways to make money. Let's evolve. I'm gonna play this for probably decent time. It's a lot of fun, and I'm kind of interested in how this story's gonna go. Can I upgrade autophagy? I don't want regen. I want more health. And gain an additional boost on your health regeneration. The Batman DLCs? If I do them, which I'm not saying I will, I probably will, but if I do them, it would be after I finish the Nightmare mode. Level 12. Once I spend points, I will level up, though. That lowers that and increases the damage. Yes, we'll do that for sure. Yeah, no, I would definitely, if I was gonna do them, it would be after I do the, Nightmare mode playthrough. Now I gain blood with each. Yes, absolutely, I want blood. 2's not a lot, but, well, ooh. 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 That's actually a lot better, because I can use my Liston knife to gain blood, to then use my claws, and then my claws will stun them, and I can use drain again. Yeah, no, this is a great combo. I'm going to raise up my claws on this. That's no small amount of stun damage. Ooh, I can get a ultimate ability now as well. For 1,000. So what is this? Rage? So that would be like an ultimate take down everything around me attack. Enemy in the area. Used too often. Even a powerful vampire is terrified to be seized by the tendrils of darkness. Blood cauldron. Well, it targets blood, causing it to violently explode. So turn the enemy into a bomb. Striking with an unfettered fury because of its dark nature. Okay, or blood cauldron. Before exploding after a short time. Modifying the blood cells is another. That? Oh, these are all awesome. A kill everything inside ability, a really screw with one enemy ability, or a damage one enemy while giving you blood and then make him damage other enemies. Blood barrier could be worth having as well. If I just need to like tank some hits. I don't really care about throwing spears or making a shadow of a mist. Autophagy. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, so we'll confirm. Really? I mean, everybody likes a good fart joke, but just typing fart isn't that funny. Hey, they all cured. Wait, what did I do? Oh, I've increased the status of the district. What does that mean? Your actions have impacted the borough's economy. Details may have changed. Okay. Everybody's healthy now. I haven't done anything for them, but they're healthy now. Oh, they've gone up. Clay Cox being gone is a good thing, believe it or not. Mr. Thatcher, I still have a headache here. Ukraine. Oh my god, this place is getting worse. I need to go deal with them. Up or down? Stable. Okay. The docks and Pembroke Hospital. I found a good combination of tools, and I'm quite happy with it. I'm dapper as fuck. Pruin.
Over there! Roast it alive!
Oh my god. I'm so overpowered now. I mean, I'm sure that there will be enemies that can still fuck me up, but wow, that increased claw damage with reduced blood use is like a huge benefit. Alright, let's keep going. If we can.
I cannot enter.
Who the hell are you? See, they have a yeah, they have a campfire. I mean, that's more of a bonfire, but I get what you're saying. Campers. Fucking campers, man. Gonna ruin it for everybody else. Says the guy who has a shirt that says it's a legitimate strategy. Just gonna need you to die.
I'll take its head! It's a killer!
Yes, yes I am. I was concerned that I didn't have enough power before. I am showing a remarkable ability to increase my stats. Ow. You motherfucker, that hurts. Now for sure this area is like way below my skill level now. I've advanced beyond this, but I'm going back to find the grave diggers, if I can.
I have this thirst for... It's locked, all right.
They don't want me to get down there yet, I don't think. Fortunately, that's not the exact direction I need to go, but I don't know that it's going to let me go any further.
I cannot enter.
Yeah, I'm not sure that it wants me to go to Southwark. I was going the wrong way, like a dumbass. There's people over here. Oh boy. There is a way to get down there. Just gotta remember how. Down, up, whatever. To get where I need to be. Missed a fishbone. There's a ladder that I need to take or something. This looks familiar. Because I've been here. Southwick Bridge. Oh, yeah, well. Yoink. Common handle part. Hell yeah, I'll take that shit. These are all upgrade parts, and I will gladly take them. Thank you. I got a liston knife and a surgical saw to upgrade. I am a surgeon of death. What you got for me? Drafting. Some money! Shillings! I'll take some shillings! Yeah, this wasn't open last time. For a car? No, I'm confused. No, they're to upgrade my weapons. I guess, I don't know if that's clear or not. Search. Shillings! More money. Perfume? Dude, there's no way you were wearing perfume in a place like that. Oh, shotgun shell sound. I was like, I heard the click of a shotgun being loaded. Should I be concerned? Yes. They're like, eat the rats. Yes, you want to feast on them. I'm like, I really don't, though. I can live off the blood of people just fine. Aluminum shard and lead stick, yes. Too bad I can't, like, just teleport down to the bottom. I mean, I probably could, but the game's not letting me, so it's annoying. Yoink. I mean, I don't think that you want to do that. I mean, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but that costs money, and I don't think I would get any of the profits yet because I'm not an affiliate, so. Hello, sir. Do you have some change you can spare for me? Never mind, I don't want change. Hey, you little shit.
He's murdering God of the head!
I'll take your goodies. Thank you very much. I came out that door. I think, yeah, that was closed before. Sweet. You saw nothing. Oh, blood. Stunned.
This is despicable.
Nah, it's perfectly fine. Nobody got hurt.
It's locked, all right.
This looks familiar. Almost like I started the game here. Crazy, right? I don't know why I can't open safes though. Like, is there
It's
a find
locked.
a key mechanism in this game, or is this a hideout? It is. Hey, can I teleport between hideouts? Because if I can, that'd be awesome. All right, let's upgrade that listed knife. Oh, I need more lead sticks. Lame. And I need more common handle parts to upgrade my hacksaw. Do I have other weapons equipped? I think I still have the hatchet equipped, but I like the hacksaw more. More speed and better use. We'll find a better secondary weapon to go with my doctor theme. And the stake I don't even care about. I just wish I had a better one. Definitely don't have enough experience to even bother sleeping, but it is nice to unlock another.
Not a good place for a stroll. It's one of these!
You let me get so close before you even bother attacking me. Seems like a bad idea. Just saying, sir.
This place. Rain may have washed away the blood, but not the memory. My poor Mary.
It was right here. I know you can. That's why I was like, because I think I have to actually be affiliate or above to have that be a right that I can like do. Like I haven't unlocked that ability, I suppose. Congratulations! By your last minute, since you can starting your mission to loot corpses in South America, I'll only say it once. Deal with it, and be glad I don't report your protest to Edwina. She might go there herself to cut your... A little bird also told me you made a few jokes about what I saw by the pier, so now I'm just a loony scared by his own shadow. Or in that case, bubbles and troubles looking over back ghost stories. Good, I like it when my boys are happy. Be assured the nutcase will come to piss on your... after the monster I saw us. Nice to know.
This is my watch. Damn grave robbers.
Jonathan's watch. Report the death of the gravediggers, hide the truth. I mean, I don't really care. This is my watch. Damn grave robbers. Ah. You'll go far. You'll go far. Anything in here? Everything good. Collect it. There we go. Just shooting and looting and killing and all kinds of things, you know. Shillings and a screw. You got the screw loose, you do. I bet I can go down there. I bet there's something down there if I can go down there. Nice truck. Really? It doesn't seem to want to let me go down there. I do not, but thank you. Okay. Wait a second. Is there something down at the end here? Maybe? This runs the length of this place. I believe I did a chase scene through this place. Twitch is not my job. I do have a job. I wish Twitch was my job. If I become popular enough, it will be my job. I'd have to become really popular. No, I work in a warehouse. I handle stock and inventory and ordering things, as well as receiving of goods and ordering of equipment. Yeah, I bet you are. Slash! This place is where I came through at the beginning of my journey. Let's not come back here again, now that I know there's nothing left down here. Ah.
A leech! A leech! Shit, that leech is...
You never stood a chance. Anyway, I think there's a bomb site somewhere near here. It is somewhere in Southwark, so I should probably try to find it, but... Nice. Y'all never stood a chance. You just didn't know it.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Well, shit. It's like, we'll let you get up here, but you're not doing anything here.
There's one of them!
Sorry, what did you call me? Can't have that, I can't. Just have to take care of you. Foundry key. y'all really shouldn't let me get close enough to do my vampire thing. Cause I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you real good. That is the story objective that it wants me to go towards, I assume. So, reach Whitechapel, I guess. But I'm not really doing that right now, so that's why it's like, hey, go this direction. This looks like a place I would go later in the game for like a boss fight or something. Somewhere I'm clearly not meant to be just yet. But hey, if you're gonna put weak enemies here and let me just tear through them for experience, I'm probably gonna do that.
Yes. The place has changed since the explosion, but it was definitely here. I should find some way to pay my respects.
Where would I find flowers at? Huh? Find flowers in this area, huh? Okay. Right. Hey, flowers. Flower bouquet.
May all who suffered from this tragedy find or rest in peace.
Talk to Dyson Delaney about the bombing. Okay. So I think we've done everything that there is down here. Alright. Cool. Let's get off this freaking place. Oh, I know right where I'm gonna go to. This door has been unlocked. Meaning that now it is unlocked for me.
It's locked.
I really hope that the foundry key would open that. Maybe I was just being optimistic. I see a rat. Guess what, buddy? Oh, no. No! Let me eat you!
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Ah, shut your trap. You know you like the blood. And we ain't real picky. Yeah, I didn't know actual trains passed over that. That's interesting. Really wish there was like a teleport right up there or a sprint button. Just saying. Just saying. It'd be real great. It would. I need to get Dishonored on the PC and stream that. That's a fun game. Oh, I don't know if I've invited you yet, but the person who's watching right now, Dashing. Sorry, I should probably know your name better than just that one word, but you know that I've got a group Discord so that you can chat with me on there, and I'll always get messages on that. I don't know that I always get messages on my Twitch though, so feel free to use that if you have any desire to contact me outside of Twitch. The link's on my Twitch page. Well, we've got some components. Let's go ahead and see if we can do some upgrading. Edwina. Lead stick still. Dang it. I thought I'd gathered enough. You guys are real assholes, you know that? Just saying. Has my mesmer level gone up? No. How do you raise your mesmerize level? If it's not linked to your actual character level, then I'm not sure.
Now everything seems More or less.
Don't forget to keep an eye.
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again, Dr. Reed. What do you want?
I reached the Southwark Mass.
I managed to reach the mass grave in Southwark.
Southwark.
It was not pleasant.
Spare me the details, Dr. Reed. All I want to know is what happened to those bastards who owed me money.
The gravediggers are dead.
I'm afraid those bastards, as you call them, are in the mass grave.
Dead? Shit. That money would have been useful. Well, I'll tell my boys to avoid the place if it's that dangerous.
Yes. Everybody should avoid that place until further notice.
Okay then, Doctor. It looks like you deserve your reward after all. The Wet Boot boys thank you for your help.
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
That sounds like it's meant to be a sex joke. Does seem a bit morbid. To sell a woman her dead husband's axe. I think I'll avoid that. Mr. Delaney.
Foolish girl and her pretty principles. Got no idea.
Where the hell? Oh, he's just in this area. Mr. Delaney.
Good evening, Mr. Delaney.
What? Oh, you're that doctor.
I found the location of the explosion, Mr. Delaney. I placed a flower for you where it happened, just as you asked.
Really? That's so kind. I never thought someone would... Well, thank you, Doctor.
It's nothing, really. And I'm sorry for your loss.
What? No, I didn't know them. No car was supposed to park there that day. Stupid bastard, why did he park there?
You're the man who hid that bomb.
I don't want to talk about it. Leave me alone.
Really?
I sense your guilt, Dyson. Why is that? Did you not think violence was an acceptable political tool?
I still believe our fight was just. By killing an innocent couple who were just at the wrong place at the wrong time. No way.
You made a mistake. A terrible mistake. Maybe an unforgivable one. But that does not mean that you are a monster.
I swear I did not want to kill anyone. I did not hide in the shadow to kill on purpose. That's my only defense.
That's annoying.
I want you to remember the bomb, Dyson. Tell me about it.
No. I don't want to remember it.
The victims.
I spent so much time figuring out the perfect moment. I used a short fuse. No car had ever parked there. They all died.
Why use a bomb? What were you trying to destroy?
The Dawson & Dawson ammunitions factory. A symbol of violence against the people. My group wanted to destroy it to send a message.
Surely.
Sure. I wanted to think.
Sounds...
No.
Do you...
No.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
That's annoying.
Goodbye.
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
Retrieve some gin bottles for Tom's. Mr. Woodbead.
Good evening, sir. I'm amazed you made it back to the docks alone. Good for you.
Well, I could say the same about you, young man. More to the point, who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
And I am Archer Woodbead. Please excuse my assertiveness. I often forget I'm just an old prune.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
People used to feel safe around here. They had the gangs protecting them. Now all they do is bicker and plot against one another.
Missing the good old days, are you not?
Trust me, son. The longer you live, the less meaning your existence will have. You need to remember the days you still had beliefs.
And what about the gangs?
Back in my day, people trusted the wet boot boys. We looked out for the docks and its families. Nowadays, they're just a bunch of greedy fuckers.
You were a gang member?
I was their leader for a time, believe it.
Archer used to lead the Wet Boot Boys when they were a respectable gang. Archer. Impacted the borough's economy.
Or not. Now these bastards act like I'm nothing. Not one of them. They owe me some damn respect.
If you were such a respected figure, surely you have many interesting stories about this part of town.
You bet I do, but make no mistake. I'm no rat, sir. Some secrets are best left buried.
Do you still know anyone? From the old days, I mean.
Most of them are dead. I still give Miss Gillingham salutations. She doesn't remember me. She did once like me. Boy, she was a beauty back then.
Any remarkable new faces around here?
Nobody. Well, there's that boy Rufus the Curse. I like him, despite the reputation he's made since his parents died. Poor little bastard.
Who would you trust around here?
The owner of the Turquoise Turtle's a decent fella. Tom's his name. Sean Hampton's all right too. Don't particularly share his religious views. He's quite devout if you catch my meaning.
I'm sure a district as colourful as the docks must have plenty of stories about strange visitors and creepy characters.
So, you want me to talk about the sewer dog, don't you?
If you don't mind.
The sewer dog is a bitch. Appropriately named. An old woman dressed in rags. She has an elegance, though, despite her ugliness. I saw her once. Scared the life out of me.
Have you always been so bitter?
It's not bitterness, it's poorly masked disgust. When everything turns to shit, we all have to eat a spoon or two.
As a practitioner, I believe science will provide a new standard of welfare. It's just a matter of time.
I'd like to believe you, Doctor. But recently all science has been good for is mustard gas and machine guns.
But what about social progress? What about women getting the right to vote? Things can change for the better.
I've never voted, not once. And my wife, God rest her soul, she was too busy taking care of the kids to vote.
Tell me everything you know about the Guard of Priwen.
Andrew never told me what they do. I do know they're vigilantes with military training. Access to some impressive firepower.
And what is your personal opinion about the Guard, then?
This Guard of Priwen is just another gang preying on the young and naive. Preying on people like my boy. I know how it works. I invented it.
Tell me about the Wet Boot Boys.
For his son's disappearance. Archer Woodbead.
Archer, I want to know more.
We were there for the families and each other. It was us against the world. We were vicious, tough, even cruel. that we were united.
You sound like you were some kind of radical union member.
Yes, nowadays the communists and gangs squabble over pointless territory. Sounds stupid when you say it out loud.
Why did your son really join the Guard of Priwen?
If I believed in a higher power, I'd see this as punishment for my own sins. I deserve it for all the young men I enlisted back in the day.
So your son has left you nothing to explain his actions? No letter or message?
Not even a note. I'm a proud man, Dr. Reed, but I would kneel and pray if I thought it would give me my Andrew back.
You don't believe in God, though, do you, Mr. Woodbead? So why did he join?
Now I think about it, Andrew joined the Guard, not to defy me, but to follow in my footsteps, to make me proud.
Goodbye, sir. Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Potassium permanganate. Newspaper article. Silver bell. Jail for attempted murder. That's less than ideal. I could have never seen that. Also, is there any way to drop this? Yeah, I didn't think so. Worth a try though.
The wet milk boys. Lost boys will be more fit.
The turquoise turtle.
Welcome back, Doctor. What can I do for you?
Your warehouse wasn't empty.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Priwen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologise, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Tom prefers to avoid the law and its enforcers. Yep, already knew that.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time, a proud wet boot boy.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful. Do you have any idea what it means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
So you were ordered to kill someone. What happened then?
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
You realized what it means to take a life. You feared what it would be like to carry that guilt with you.
Believe me, Doctor, I wasn't scared. I wasn't even afraid to face the wet boot boys after I'd failed.
So you were...
I don't know.
Why couldn't you realize...
Believe me.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die, eventually.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Don't you feel threatened? Staying...
I've made peace with my violent...
Tom says he's renounced his criminal lifestyle.
Goodbye, Mr.
I should have offered a
I
drink
hope I
to the
live long
boy.
enough to see them wet
Be he
boot boys get
cursed
what's
or
coming
not,
to
he's
them.
just another lost orphan.
It's somewhere in this area? That's helpful. I may never find it, honestly. Time to yes. I don't have a treatment for a headache yet.
The sewer dog's fault, they say. Then the gang, the epidemics, everyone's throwing the blame.
All these murders.
Mr. Boots.
There's nothing to do with it.
I cannot enter.
Won't open from this side. But how am I meant to get out of it?
idea who she's dealing with.
Somebody's making a loud-ass racket upstairs.
Filthy fucking beast! It's an angel!
Aggravated damage sucks. Appears there's a cause of death over here. Potassium manganate. Ferrous tartrate.
Over there!
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked. I cannot enter.
Investigate the cause of death. Pembroke Hospital. District status. Healthy. How am I meant to get over there?
It's locked. Traces of a pinkish foam at the corner of the lips. Some sort of drug overdose, perhaps?
Opiates.
The chest was originally opened to perform the operation. The sutures are clean, but the chest has been reopened. Multiple abrasions and scarring on the arms and legs. Old and distinctive injuries of a sailor or a fisherman. A puncture over the left lung, possibly a chest tube insertion. Not the cleanest work, but I think it was successful. Signs of internal bleeding. So, Dr. Tippett's anesthetics were incorrectly dosed, causing the patient's death. And then he tried to operate on him again. Tippett has made an egregious error. It's time we talked.
That's not great. Nightmare cost Mr. Connor his life.
It's locked.
That's really not great. Blinker skull. Good hacksaw. 75 to 95. Hell yeah. Increased damage dealt by 10%. Whoops off 5 blood points when the weapon hits. Yeah, I'll take that. A remarkable hacksaw. Needs more lead plates and some good handle parts. Good handle parts are hard to find apparently though. Keep repeating though. The same process will give you a better weapon. I need lead sticks. I've got the tiny cone handle parts though. That will increase the blood absorption to 10. And that will absorb that to 5. So 15 blood points. I mean, I definitely look like a fucking vampire, but maybe I'm just, you know, great. Clove essence. Alright, let's escape this bloody fucking walk. Potassium permanganate. Salicin. Investigate Tippets. Interrogate Corker and Tippets about medical errors. Vampyr. Interrogate Brennigan about medical error. Or to upgrade your weapons. Yeah, that new hacksaw is going to make all the difference. It already does 20 more damage. Now it also gives me another 2.5 blood per hit. That's going to make a lot of difference. I'll take the codeine. Take some more codeine. Salicin.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be saying.
It's locked, all right.
A locked container in a hospital. To what end? Sodium hydrochloride. Oh, I'm a doctor, all right. Good one.
The pain. It's here again.
Brannigan and Tippets like to be out here. Hey, Milton.
Good evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Something like that. Straight.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Milton shot ranged weapon. If only it was worth something. These medical samples are apparently where the money's at. I don't need health potions at the moment, but I'm real hesitant to sell any of my goodies now. There's Tippets. And Brannigan. Let's deal with you right now.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
Tell me what Dr. Tippets did. I know his mistake caused a patient's death.
If I had not covered up his error, Dr. Tippets would have been fired from this hospital. I could not let that happen.
You can't allow your emotions to dictate.
Gwyneth has covered Corcoran Tippet's medical evidence.
Hate your conduct concerning patients, Nurse Brannigan.
Look around you, Dr. Reed. Do you really think we can afford to lose a brilliant practitioner like Dr. Tippets in our situation?
You do not have that. You do not have the right.
To clear Dr. Tippets' name must be the decision of Dr. Swansea. You can't take matters into your own hands.
I respect Dr. Swansea's authority and management, but he's no idea what happens here on a daily basis. I did what I had to do.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Tippets? Where have you run off to?
We are overwhelmed by this horrifying...
Good evening, Dr. Tippets.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
Almost certainly not.
Corcoran, I want you to tell me about Mr. Connor. How did he die? What happened?
He was my patient. He died because of my mistake. That's the blunt truth.
What was the nature of the mistake?
It was a twofold error. My diagnosis was wrong, and the administered dosage was too strong.
Who was this patient?
I don't know. Some sick man from the docks, maybe a fisherman. I had no time to talk with him. No one claimed a body.
Why not stop practicing?
Are you mad? I killed that man, I admit it, and it won't happen again. I have saved so many lives since then.
I will cover for you, Dr. Tibbets, by keeping what happened to Mr. Connor to myself.
I don't know what to say, actually. I can't exactly force you to become my accomplice.
You didn't force me. This is my decision to make. I believe you're still of use to the hospital, considering the situation.
Then I can make you this promise. As soon as the epidemic is eradicated, I will resign.
We'll resign as soon as the epidemic is eradicated. That's acceptable.
What will you do after your resignation? Do you have a plan?
I always fancied visiting Cyprus. Such a beautiful island. I could buy a house there by the sea, read poetry, and wait for death.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Investigation succeeded. Find out who is spying on Thelma. Hospital full. Please go back home. That's terrible. It's one thing to be like, hospital full, don't expect instant service or something like that. I don't know. I mean, that's terrible too, but full, go back home. Wow, that's just rough. That's my room, right there. Find out who was spying on Thelma. So I don't know who's spying on her, and I don't know how to find out, unless I'm supposed to.
It's locked, all right.
To interrogate some peeps. Cash, maybe?
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
Please show me what you have to sell.
Of course. It's...
Just ingredients.
Tomorrow, more bodies will arrive and then sadly depart. I'm managing a train tunnel.
I'm quite busy right now.
Thank you for your...
Mr. Strickland. We have to talk.
Circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Your drug provider.
I located the shop, but it was vandalized, and the owner is missing. All I found was your order.
I was afraid of such bad news. People are so desperate they're ready to burgle a shop for drugs.
That's quite a list you ordered. Opium, sodium hypochlorite. It can't be just headaches you're trying to cure.
This dreadful influenza, of course. I already ran some tests on hopeless cases. Without success, I must admit.
Do you realize you could create a lethal poison without the correct dosage?
The Thoreau secretly exposes his patients to an experimental medication for the Spanish flu.
Then there are the legal ramifications.
Is this not true of any medical substance, Dr. Reed? However, if you would agree to improve it, I'd be glad to accept your help.
As long as you promise to be scrupulous with your experiments, I may try to gather these substances and even help improve upon the mixture.
That's all I'm asking for, Dr. Reed. That's all I'm asking.
I want to know about these secret tests you run, and if they can save people from this epidemic. Speak to me now, Thoreau.
I know I may sound presumptuous, but I'm just following your steps, Dr. Reed. I'm casting away the shadows of ignorance by daring to face them.
Self-confidence is essential in our line of work, my young colleague, but only if tempered with the correct amount of cynicism.
But you never doubt yourself, Dr. Reed. I've read all your articles and books. You performed the most daring research during the war.
You have my support, Dr. Strickland. I know exactly what it feels like to battle an unknown disease with only your mind and force of will to help you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. You don't know what that means to me.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Welcome back. Or welcome to, if you're...
I can't let Strickland put his patients at risk with opium.
I will not
Perhaps
let you down, my boy.
an adjusted formula will deliver more of a placebo effect.
So, I don't know who's spying on Thelma. And I'm not even very sure how to figure out.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
How painful.
So painful I'd rather not talk at all, Doctor.
I'm sure you realize a doctor and his patient have to communicate, sir. Would it help if I gave you some paper and a pen?
Not really.
I see. Then maybe it's not just your throat that hurts, Mr. Goswick. Perhaps your sore throat is just the consequence of something more hurtful.
Yes, maybe. But I don't want to talk or even write about it now.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Don't waste your time with me.
I don't need any help, but I'm at a hospital. Okay. I clearly have a reflection in the mirror, which is very blurry. I don't know if that's intentional or not.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
Right, how do I water the flower? Who is spying on Thelma? I really should have looked harder. New recruits heard a rumor about the presence of a female vampire hiding in the Pembroke Hospital. All we have is her first name, Thelma. Your mission is to discreetly go there and observe any suspicious activity concerning said leech, then report directly back to us, and we will decide what action should be taken. Thelma is suspected by Pruin agents to be a real vampire. Cotton syndrome, I believe she's a vampire. Find the local command post of the Guard of Pruin. Of course I can't go out that way. That'd be too easy. Cotton syndrome. Cotton syndrome. Enter a room. Okay. Whitechapel Street, District Status. Serious. This is where things get bad. I hear skulls already. Well, there's just one, then I can probably deal with it. To have found some new people. Whitechapel. Whitechapel's a rough neighborhood, that's for sure. Pruin Brawler. Pruin Rookie.
Spot one fire.
Gotta be better than that if you want to take on a vampire. A real fucking vampire. Who's that? A real fucking vampire, that's who. Ah, Elagard. You teach me so much about being a vampire. That would be the way I need to go. But before we go the way I need to go, let's investigate all the ways that I could go. After all, exploration is fun. Like that, see? I would never have even known that this was here. No telling what it is, mind you. Abandoned investment property. District State Serious. Oh, I could die in here, that's for sure. But what's a little death ray? Disgusting hands. Rogue skulls.
is
Save the shock
despicable.
defeating the skulls.
It's locked.
Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm not doing great. Petition letter. Stop for months for you. What is my So somebody doesn't like Cadigan Bates. Exploit as his tenants. By vengeful skulls he used to exploit as his tenants. Gotcha. So I should save this guy, right? Even though I know like nothing about him. Here's the thing though, Mr. Bates. The blinker skull.
Get away from me!
My camera's doing like weird shit right now.
Help! Damn strangers are attacking me!
Mr. Bates. Allow me to loot all of your belongings, and then I'll come speak to you post-haste.
What happened? Who are you?
It's all right, sir. You're safe now.
Oh, a fellow Englishman. Thank you, sir. For a moment I thought those bloody heathens had killed me.
What are you doing here? This place is not safe.
Yeah, it's a cesspool, but it's mine. I came to collect some overdue rent, but those who still live here have gone completely bonkers.
You're very lucky to be alive.
Yeah, filthy immigrants. Fucking savages, every one of them.
Oh.
And now with this bloody fever, they're just animals.
You can find safety of sorts in Whitechapel. If you're quick and cautious, you'll be able to avoid the savages.
He's got a cold. I could also mesmerize him. There'll be other chances to meet with you, Mr. Bates. Lost. We have saved you. You may live for the time being.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Calm yourself, man. Just a little blood. You're not strong enough. Remember that the blood of citizens is the fastest way to evolve. I'm aware. But I am surpassing my innate weakness with superior skill in the battlefield. That's why I make a better vampire than just somebody who gorges themselves on blood. Let the recruiters know to give it to Albert Palmer. Albert Palmer. Stream. Try reconnecting your account. Alright, give me a second. I'm having issues with my stream software, supposedly. It says I'm still live. guess it's fine. Alright, cool. Choo. Back to the game. Alright. What's up here? Anything valuable? Oh, hideout! Hell yeah! I can make a cure for the whatever he's got a problem with. Cold? I mean, I can easily afford to go for that. See, that's expensive. Anemia is a little bit more specific, as is bronchitis, pneumonia, and sepsis. Those are painful ailments right there.
I have this thirst for blood.
I could evolve. Sure could. Whitechapel. He's got a cold. He's got something that ails him, but I don't know what it is without looking at him first. This place is not looking great though. If I start eating on people, Whitechapel could get real bad real fast. Reach Whitechapel.
It's a leech! Get it! Touch its head! You're mine! Kill it, boy! Get what you deserve!
That sucks.
Side for me!
That's really strange that I can't go in there. But like in the general vicinity of there. Large box of pills. Used privet steak. Report about Pembroke. We now have proof the presence of a female. The beast is clever. She acts like a mental patient hard to treat. fallen comrades. Collectible. What is this? Used steak? Used Priwen steak. It can be upgraded. It does 15 stun to the 10 of the regular steak. Well, clearly I'm gonna upgrade my steak. Secondary. Secondly, a modern steak made of the best alloy with the Priwen symbol engraved on. What's this? Some blood points when the weapon hits. That's great for stunning, and you could really fucking stun some people, that's for sure. But it doesn't give blood, so that's great if you just want to do combat bites. And hey, you know, I might even bother to upgrade it just so I can do combat bites. Because I like doing those. Those are fun. You get lots of blood that way too. I think you actually level up for it. But Occult Oculus. Find someone who can read Braille alphabet 1 out of 4. Choose what to do with the recruiter's node. Reassure Thelma Howcroft about the spies. Gather ingredients and formulate the medication. Bring 1 unit of sodium hydrochloride to your medical desk. Bring 1 unit of potassium permanganate. Bring 6 units of ferrous tartrate. That's a side mission and we'll do that later. For now, I believe we still have things to deal with in Whitechapel. It'd be real cool if my pants leg wasn't somehow like stuck through me. There we go. Looking like a true dapper gentleman, that's for sure. Bag of junk. Rusty box of pills. I've got some valuables, that's for sure.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
One of them! What's mine?
Brown grocery baker and corn. Aluminium powder. Aluminium.
This is despicable.
Nice to know that the Krillin are still doing their thing.
When did you join the guard? 2 days ago. This is my first patrol.
Gotcha. This isn't even the main Whitechapel. This is just the neighborhood that lets you into Whitechapel.
It's closed.
Where were you when I was slaying your brethren? If it's a bad guy and I can kill it, I probably should. That's how I feel. Whitechapel Old Road. Oh boy, that's a different district there. I don't know if I want to go there just yet. Whitechapel Street. They're both serious status, but we'll go there later once we're sure how we feel about Whitechapel. Be a good pup now, and die on my blade. That's gonna lead to the center, near the west end. We want to go to the main Whitechapel though, so... I'm killing everything, 1, to prove that I can, but 2, because experience? That's not good.
Easy, boys. Don't forget, check every room, every door.
That's...
If you spot one, fire.
This is not a place for you, sir. Sir, step away now.
No civilians allowed, sir. Better go home.
A leech! A leech!
Bloody monster!
Die, baby!
Every time I hit the dodge button, he's just like, nope. Mr. Wall. We've dealt with your kind before, and I'll deal with your kind again. See, what I wonder is, when I kill a named character, can they respawn? Or is that a unique kill that I've just notched onto my belt, if you will? Will I ever have to kill the Wall again? Or is the Wall dead now? That looks like a hideout. Maybe not.
I cannot enter.
No, definitely not. Interesting. Is that Whitechapel? It is. It's just a different entrance to Whitechapel. Oh, I see shillings! Look, even a vampire needs money every now and then, you know? Not open after 9. I'll be taking your trash. When I'll be going into Whitechapel, I will. People don't really worry about where I can and can't go.
This neighborhood is linked somehow to the kind Lady Ashbury's blackmail. First, let's find this Petrescu fellow.
Petrescu. There appears to be a hideout. Somewhere. They kind of gave me that one just so I'd have somewhere to hide out while I'm here. Lady Ashbury. There is Petrescu.
Fuck you all! Fuck it all! Stop it now, Albert, stop it!
What? Shooting a boy in the middle of the street. Not the best thing to do, wouldn't you say?
What? You saw what happened? Who are you?
I'm Dr. Reed, and I'd like to ask you a few questions, if you promise me to set your gun aside.
No. Look, I'm not a violent man. I'm Benjamin Palmer, doctor. And no one can help me. Not even you.
Migraine.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? Have you heard anything?
It's funny, I've been searching for her too. I need some pills. But the woman is a phantom, if you ask me.
Really? And why is that?
Word is she ain't real. She's a cover for some doctor who runs an illegal dispensary for migrants.
What can you tell me about this place?
Nothing to say, really.
You don't have anywhere to go?
Not since the death of my wife.
You mean you used to have a better...
Yeah, I had a wife, a home, and a job. I even used to...
Perhaps you could...
I'm sick, broke, and my son just stole my pills. Everything's coming up roses.
Whatever the boy did, I'm sure he didn't deserve a public execution.
I swear I didn't want to hit him. It's just that I'm sick in the head, you see, and the boy just faked me last nerve.
I have found a very interesting...
Oh, I see. So the little bugger thought he could use his dad to build a reputation.
The gang's recruiter was dead when I found him. Perhaps you should take better care of your son.
I love my Albert, sir. Believe me. It's just that Well, I'm an arsehole, I suppose. Anyway, thanks for the letter. This is for your trouble.
Swanborough cordial. Loretta Swanborough. The Swanborough miracle elixir is a con. Interesting. Mason and Loretta. Fraud. Benjamin Palmer and Albert Palmer.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now. Are you all right?
The bastard hit the wall next to me. I don't even know if he meant to miss.
If you've been hurt, I can help you. I'm a doctor.
Name's Albert. Remember it. Now bugger off.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? If you know anything about her, I'd appreciate it.
Never heard of her. If she's pretty, I'll keep an eye out.
What happened? Did you really steal that man's medication?
Hey, I didn't do anything. It ain't me.
Medication and drugs are a rare commodity in East London. So you picked an easy target, didn't you?
Sod off, mister. You ain't got no clue what's going on here. Bastard was a soldier in the war, so now he's got the right to shoot me.
It's true. I'm not familiar with this pub. Perhaps you could help me.
I said sod off. Go find yourself another guide.
Goodbye, young man.
I won't end up another drunk arsehole littering the streets. Not me.
It clearly wanted me to see that.
It's locked, all right.
Drinking alley reeking worse than a week-old lavvy.
Find somewhere else to loiter about. Benjamin. I'd go down there, but I don't see anything worth going down there for.
You've wasted your life away.
Benjamin.
That's been proven by many. Even the...
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
Before I decide to. The list of ingredients printed in Latin. None of this is worth enough that I'm just like throwing it at people.
Good evening.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane?
I don't like to talk.
Competition?
Never met her, but it seems she provides...
Tell me, who intrigued...
The region itself is something to...
What do you
Most of them are...
Is there an...
Cadogan baits without...
Loretta, your miraculous formula wouldn't even cure a common cold, and you know it.
The Swanborough's cordial's secret ingredient is hope, Doctor. And it's something people around here really need.
A placebo effect is real and has benefit. But in your case, you could be murdering your customers who may die because they are not receiving the necessary medical attention.
Medical attention in Whitechapel. Trust me, my cordial is the best option they have, since it is the only one.
If your true purpose was to help, you wouldn't take money from the poor for your snake oil.
Oh, but to pay for it is part of the process, Doctor. If it were free, they wouldn't believe in it.
Goodbye, Miss Swanborough. Perhaps we'll talk again.
Hopefully not.
We could get some work.
Where's this freaking...
Everything was there.
my hideout? Don't forget your vampiric senses. This place is a bloodbath. This is downright spooky, I'll give you that. Hideout discovered. Large box of pills. I can't cure anything like that, I don't think. Whitechapel, what do you have? A cold, a migraine, and a fatigue. Well, that's fatigue, and that's a cold. Pneumonia. Does somebody have pneumonia? No, he's got a migraine. Workbench to boost their efficiency. Lots of rings. Should I be concerned? No, they're just regular rings.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
You look like a real creepy motherfucker.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
Another journalist? I didn't answer the first one, so piss off!
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most. And I don't remember asking for your service, sir.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane? Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Have you heard of...
Or
Could you...
She's a...
Goodbye. Hello, young man. I'm Dr. Reed, and I would like to ask you a few questions. May I enter, please?
Sorry, no, sir. My father does not like people entering our house, you see.
Your father is worried about you, boy. He asked me to look for you.
So my father actually worries about me then? Okay then. Come on in. I'm Harry, by the way.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
So, may I ask you a few questions?
I'm not bothered. What could be worse?
Harry Peterson. He's got fatigue.
Do you need any medical help, young man?
Yes, I do. I feel so tired. I don't know if it's the epidemic, but everything seems so hard.
You'll feel better with this, but you need to get a grip, young man. Medication alone won't cure melancholia.
I'm not sure I'm happy with the idea of living long in a world like this. But I thank you for your concern, sir.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
Yes, I know her. She came here to examine me when I was very sick. She said I should go out more.
How do you feel?
I'm fine. I mean, it's not easy every day, but I'm fine. I'm just tired of being sick all the time. If only I could be tough like... Well, you know.
Speaking... What can you tell me about your father?
My father is an idiot who makes idiot things. That's all I have to say.
Forgive my...
Why should I?
This place is awful, I agree. But does that not mean your situation can only improve?
That's exactly what my father says. Harry, you should be grateful for what you've got. I wasn't even consulted when we moved here.
If life here is so terrible for you, why don't you just leave this place? Have you ever spoken to your father about it?
I don't go outside. It terrifies me so. I went outside once without my father noticing and I saw terrible things. Bloody and frightening things.
So that's why you stay at home all day? For fear of the epidemic?
I'm not afraid of disease or death, Dr. Reed. It's the living I'm afraid of.
Goodbye, young man.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Look, I cured your son. That means I get to loot your house.
Is there only pain and
provided a free service. But this is my payment.
It's locked, all right.
Joe cannot find a legal job because of his criminal reputation. Professional vampires.
It's locked.
Even my dreams are soaked with gloom.
Welcome, sir. Please, take a browse of my wares.
I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane? So the bitch really is a nurse, then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Yes, she's a nurse, and quite a good one. What did she do to gain such notoriety?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
That doesn't sound so terrible.
How is business around here?
Business? I had no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah. A few nights ago, some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Oh, skulls.
Right then.
Tiny good hand pot. Common I've apparently got some goodies, I do.
I should never have taken up my father's business.
Alright, let's talk, Joe.
You again? What do you want this time?
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons, and that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Harry doesn't seem happy living in Whitechapel. Why did you make him come here?
I've always put my son's interests above everything else, whatever he may think. Our house is small but affordable. The walls are thin, but the door is solid.
You really love your son, don't you, Mr. Peterson?
He's my pride and joy. Even if he hates me for the choices I make and pushes me buttons more than he should.
Since the criminal nature of your job means you could be arrested, are you not afraid of what would happen to your boy if you were?
No one will ever take my son away from me. If that ever occurred, I'd hunt the bastard down and rip off his head with my bare hands.
Do you have any regrets?
Only one. Not to have my beloved wife by my side. She died when Harry was little. My sweet Jane. She gave the boy confidence.
Why do you keep on working for the gang, Joe? You know it doesn't suit you.
It's true, I hate this job. And I know
You could leave tomorrow. Start another life in another town.
That's easy for you to say, Doctor. We are poor. My son's weak. And there's no way he'll endure another disappointment.
Goodbye, Mr. Peterson.
You look so pale, my lord. Would you... Don't be shy, handsome. What can Christina do for you?
I'm not looking for what you're selling. But I'd like to ask you a few questions, if I may. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed.
All right then, but be quick. Though I usually get paid when I open my mouth.
So you got some fatigue? Christina Popa.
Do you know Nurse
I don't know her, but I know her name is Dorothea Crasionescu. She came from Romania like me and many others.
You seem to respect her.
Dorothea helps the sick people of Whitechapel. Everyone should respect that.
Okay. Christina, have you been examined? The epidemic is spreading fast in London, and you could be exposed, or expose others.
I don't like doctors or hospitals, but I don't like you asking questions.
Considering your line of work, I assure you it is only a matter of time before you have health issues.
If it is going to happen, it will happen. Right now, I need money. That's what's important.
You can put your own life in danger, that's your decision. But what about your clients? If you're contaminated, you will put them in danger too.
And you think that would worry me? If you knew the men I deal with, their health would not be what you'd worry about.
Tell me about it.
Are you joking with me? People don't usually come to see me for conversation.
I have no interest in your work. I am, however, curious as to what led you into this career.
Short story. The war, exile, and England. This country is not especially welcoming. I've been refused many jobs because of where I am from. I had few options left.
Oh, hey, welcome back. Not find any decent job because she was a migrant. Okay.
I'm sure you could have found another job, perhaps less lucrative. Maybe you should try again.
And when exactly was the last time you looked for a job? Or worried about the rent, or what, or when you were going to eat?
Goodbye, miss. Take care of yourself as best you can.
Who the fuck are you? I need to make some fatigue cures real quick, like. trying to say to me. I'm sorry. My chat thing's weird, and I can only see what people are. I can only see it once you posted a few things. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can. Just had a from around the clock. Ah, I've never heard of that place. He's not your typical detective. Uh-oh. 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 That's not good. Well, we might have to restart the game because I can't get it to pull back up. That's not. It may have frozen up. That's unfortunate. All right, we're gonna close that down. Can't close it. That's really annoying. I can't. That's fine. I'm probably gonna have to cut this short because I think my game's froze up, so. Yeah, I can't make this go away, and I don't know any way to. Yeah, my game's all froze up. Alright, that's the end of our stream. See if I can